Super fanboy guy. Do, 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 do.
I am Iron Man.
Been like this all day.
Hello, everybody, again. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandon, but you may also know me as Super Fanboy Guy. And in this video, I am going to be doing another Versus System deck profile video. This deck is what I call the Iron Captain deck. It is a Iron Man, Captain America themed Versus System deck. This deck uses the Avengers team affiliation, but this is a lot different than most Avenger decks. One of the themes of the deck is it uses cards to exhaust your opponent's characters, and it also has kind of like a +1/+1 counter sub-theme along with the deck as well. When we go through this deck profile video, you'll see that there are multiple copies of Captain America cards and Iron Man cards with it, and then there's also other plot twist and equipment cards that reference Captain America and Iron Man. So that's kind of what the deck is it utilizes a lot of cards with the Captain America and Iron Man name into it. This is not a very competitive deck. It's really like a casual deck that you can play with friends for fun, or if any of your friends are going to play casually with you, this would definitely be a good deck to the table. It has some nice tricks that you could do with the deck that's unique from previous deck profiles I've done. And it's a really fun deck to play, and I enjoy it very much. Before we jump into the deck profile, I have a quick announcement to make. Our podcast, The Golden Guardians, is now available on Spotify, so make sure you guys check that out. The Golden Guardians podcast is a podcast that I do with my co-host Jacob, and we talk about the competitive decks for the Golden Age format. We talk about deck strategies, and also we talk about what cards we use in the decks as well. So if you're looking to get into competitive play for the Versus System trading card game, make sure to check out that podcast. And if you don't have Spotify, we're also available on Radio Public, Google Podcast, and Breaker. So make sure to check those out, and we will leave links in the description of this video. And don't forget that we also have the podcast available on the YouTube channel, so make sure to check that out. I originally got this deck from a friend, so it's not really I'm not going to take credit for something that's not mine. So this is a deck that I got from a friend, and I just thought it was a very interesting deck. And I wanted to do a deck profile on this deck in particular because the Falcon and Winter Soldier Disney Plus series is coming out this week. So I thought, what better way to celebrate the release of the series to give a Captain America themed deck. So you'll notice in this deck that there are no Winter Soldier cards, but there are actually plenty of them in the game. So you can make changes if you wanted to add Winter Soldier to this deck, because obviously we have the Falcon in this deck, which we're going to talk about later in the deck profile. But if you had your heart set on using the Winter Soldier, there's definitely choices you can use if you wanted to make some changes. But right now, I'm just going to go with the deck the way it is. And, just talk about the cards and do all the other shenanigans I do with my deck profile videos. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. The thing you'll notice about this deck is we don't run any 1-cost characters. We just go straight into the 2-cost characters. So our 2-cost characters are going to be 2 copies of Falcon Sam Wilson and 4 copies of Captain America, the Patriot Secret Avenger. Falcon Sam Wilson is a Avengers character card with flight, a 2/2, a reservist, and Falcon gets +2 attack and +2 defense while adjacent to a leader character. He has a boost 1 ability when Falcon comes into play. Search your deck for a leader character card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Captain America the Patriot Secret Avenger is also an Avengers character with 3 attack and 2 defense, range. He's a reservist. When he enters play, rally for a character card. If you're successful, put a +1/+1 counter on each character you control. Our 3-cost characters consist of 2 copies of Patriot, Elijah Bradley, Young Avenger, and 4 copies of Falcon, Secret Avenger. Patriot is an Avengers card with range, 5 attack, 4 defense. He has a leader ability. Whenever an adjacent character stuns an opposing character, rally for a character card. Falcon Secret Avenger is a Avengers and Shield character card with flight, 4 attack, 5 defense, a reservist. And when Falcon enters play, rally for a character card. If it's named Captain America, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Falcon. Our 4 cost characters are 3 copies of Iron Man Mighty Avenger and 4 copies of Captain America Champion License. Iron Man is a Shield and Avengers character card with flight and range, 7 attack, 7 defense. His leader ability is whenever an adjacent character becomes stunned during the combat phase, recover it at the start of the recover phase and put a +1/+1 counter on it. Captain America Champion License is an Avengers Shield character card with range, 8 attack, 7 defense, loyalty reveal, leader. Remove an adjacent vendor from this attack. Target non-stun, non-defending character you control becomes the defender. Use only once per turn. Whenever Captain America becomes stunned, adjacent characters have invulnerability this turn. And continuing with our 5 cost characters, we run 2 copies of Colonel America Zombie. Colonel America Zombie is an Avengers character card with range, 9 attack, 9 defense. And he has a activate, KO Colonel America. Target attacker or defender can't be stunned this attack. At the start of the recovery phase this turn, return Colonel America from his owner's KO pile to play under your control. We have 4 6-cost characters in the deck, and those characters are 1 copy of Ares Mighty Avenger and 3 copies of Captain America Living Legend. Ares Mighty Avenger is a Shield Avengers character card with range, 13 attack, 12 defense. To recruit, discard an Avengers or Shield character card. Reservist. If the controller of a character in combat with Ares would take an amount of stun endurance loss, instead he takes twice that amount. Captain America Living Legend is an Avengers Invaders character card with range, 13 attack, 13 defense. If another Avengers or Invaders character you control would become stunned, instead you may exhaust Captain America. We have 3 7-cost characters in our deck, and they are 1 copy of Iron Man Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. and 2 copies of Hercules Secret Avenger. Iron Man Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a S.H.I.E.L.D. Avengers character card with flight and range, 16 attack, 15 defense. Iron Man can be equipped with any number of equipment. When Iron Man enters play, you may search your deck for an equipment card with cost 1 or less and put it into play equipped to Iron Man. Hercules Secret Avenger is a Avengers Warbound character card with 15 attack and 15 defense. He's a reservist, and he has activate, ready another target character and put 3 +1/+1 counters on it. Use only once per turn. And concluding with our character lineup, we have our 8-cost characters, which is 2 copies of Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. He's an Avengers character card with range, 19 attack, 19 defense. While Captain America is visible in your front row, other characters you control cannot be stunned. So that's going to be it for the character cards, and now we're going to move on to our equipment cards. So we run 5 different 0-cost equipment cards in our Iron Captain deck, and those equipments are going to be 1 copy of Extremis Upgrade, 1 copy of Captain America's Shield, the Badge of Courage, and 3 copies of Captain America's Shield. Extremis Upgrade is equip only to Iron Man. If equipped character would become stunned, instead you may KO Extremis Upgrade. If you do, exhaust equipped character. Captain America's Shield, the Badge of Courage, equip only to Captain America. When equipped character becomes exhausted for the first time each turn, you may ready him. Captain America's Shield, equip only to Captain America. Return Captain America's Shield to its owner's hand. Exhaust equipped character. Target player exhausts a ready character he controls. Use only during the combat phase. And that's going to conclude our equipment cards, and we're going to move on to our plot twist cards. Moving into our plot twist cards, we're going to start with our 1-cost plot twist cards, and we run 4 copies of Losing the Argument. Draw 2 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your deck. Next, for our 2-cost plot twist cards, we run 2 copies of Avengers Reassembled and 4 copies of Charging Star. Avengers Reassemble, search your deck for an Avengers character card, reveal it, and put it on top of your deck. It also has a boost effect to discard a card, replace a resource you control. Charging Star. Target Captain America gets +4 defense this attack. Negate all other effects targeting him. For our 3-cost plot twist cards, we run 2 copies of Final Justice, 2 copies of Shield Slash, 2 copies of Cannibal Tech, 2 copies of Avengers Assemble, 3 copies of Uncertain Legacy, and 4 copies of A Clash of Worlds. Final Justice. Target attacking Captain America cannot be stunned this turn. Shield Slash. Target defender gets -3 defense to this attack. Exhaust the Captain America you control. Return Shield Slash to your hand. Use only if Shield Slash is in your KO pile. Cannibal Tech. As an additional cost to play Cannibal Tech, discard a card. Search your deck for an equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Avengers Assemble. As an additional cost to play Avengers Assemble, discard a leader character card. Search your deck for an Avengers character card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Each character you recruit this turn with the same name as the card you revealed comes into play with a +1 attack, +1 defense counter on it. Uncertain Legacy. Search your deck for a character card with the same name as a character you control, reveal it, and put it into your hand. A Clash of Worlds. Name a character. Character cards with that name are non-unique this turn. Now we're going to talk about some of the strategies of the cards and some of the synergies with the deck and what you can do when you decide to play this deck against your opponent. So with that being said, let's kind of talk about some of the cards and the strategies that they do. So the first strategy I want to talk about the deck is the combination of Falcon, Secret Avenger, and Losing the Argument. One really great thing that I love doing with this deck is using Losing the Argument on turn 3 before we play the Falcon Secret Avenger. We draw 2 cards, and then the 2 cards that we put on top of the deck, we want to make sure that one of our Captain Americas goes on top of the deck, because then when we recruit the Falcon, we can reveal that Captain America and make him into a 6/7 on turn 3. And that makes him probably one of the most powerful 3-drops in the game, stat-wise anyway. Because there's other cards, for an example, like the Wolverine Logan, who is a 6/6 just by himself, and you have to reveal an X-Men character card when you recruit him. But this interaction has always been one of my favorite parts of the deck, just because you have a chance to get Falcon to be really strong on turn 3. And then what also happens is if we get the Iron Man Mighty Avenger by turn 4, and let's say Falcon gets stunned for whatever reason, with Iron Man's ability, Falcon will recover with another +1/+1 counter on him, making him a 7/8 that's only a 3-cost character. So that's another interaction that I like, is doing that with Falcon and Iron Man, stunning the Falcon so he gets more counters on him. And that's always been one of my favorite parts of the deck as well. So definitely something for you to consider to, maybe play with your deck if you decide to make this deck. So the next thing I want to talk about is the combination with any Captain America and Captain America's Shield. So Captain America's Shield is really good this is what I was talking about earlier, saying about how you can exhaust your opponent's characters, and then that's what we do with the Captain America Shield. So ideally what you want to do is on turn 2, you want to play Captain America, equip Captain America's Shield, and then activate him, and then bounce the shield back to keep exhausting a character every turn. Because on your next turn, you can re-equip the shield to Captain America and just kind of get that cycle going. So that's a really cool interaction as well you can do with this deck. One very important key part of the deck is our plot twist card, A Clash of Worlds. Now, with this card, what you want to do is the character that you want to name that will be non-unique for the turn is definitely Captain America or Iron Man. The 2 Captain Americas you want to have to be non-unique is you want to have the 4-drop Captain America Champion License and the 6-drop Captain America out on the field at the same time. Because the reason why you want to do that is the 6-drop Captain America has an ability, when he becomes exhausted for the first time this turn, you ready him. So in combination with the Captain America's Shield, the Badge of Courage, you can actually attack with him and then ready him. You can do that twice. So you can essentially have him attack, I believe it's something like 3 times for an attack. So the Captain America's Badge of Courage Shield attached to the 6-drop Captain America is really good. And the other thing too is that if you are able to have 2 Captain America character cards on the field because you play Clash of Worlds and made one of them unique, well, one could be your attacker, and then you can have the other one be the one that you just keep equipping the Captain America shield, returning it to exhaust their characters. Ideally, you want to do that Captain America shield combo with the 2-drop, but there may be sometimes that you may want to do it with the 4-drop too. So just kind of remember there may be a scenario where you might have to equip the shield to the 4-drop Captain America and then use that to keep exhausting your opponent's characters. The next thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about the 7-drop Iron Man for just a moment. So obviously his ability when he comes to play, you can search your deck for an equipment and attach it to him. And the equipment that you want to get is the Extremis upgrade. That way, if they happen to stun him, you can just KO the Extremis upgrade, and then he just gets ready, doesn't become stunned. This is really good to help keep Iron Man from being stunned. He could still be on the field. And also, I do want to mention that the only copies of Iron Man that we have is obviously the 4-drop Iron Man Mighty Avenger and the 7-drop Iron Man. Let's say, for an example, you have the 4-drop Iron Man and the 7-drop in your hand, and you're on turn 7. And the 4-drop Iron Man is already out on the field. I wouldn't play Clash of Worlds and name Iron Man the non-unique character. If possible, by turn 7, if you already have the 4-drop Iron Man on the field, if you could somehow search for the 7-drop Hercules instead, that's the better scenario to do, because the Hercules will help you ready your characters and add counters to them to help deal more damage. So that's something that I like to do on turn 7 personally. So you might want to do that for yourself as well. I just want to talk about some of our search cards in the deck for a moment. So you notice that we have 2 copies of Avengers Reassembled. With Avengers Reassembled, you search for a character put on top of the deck. Then if you boost and discard a card, you're going to replace that card into your resource row. So if it's a character with reservists, you can immediately recruit it that turn. So you'll also notice that the 2 copies of Cannibal Tech in the deck, 9 times out of 10, I usually go for the Captain America Shield Badge of Courage with Cannibal Tech if I draw it. So the reason why there is 1 copy of Ares Mighty Avenger in this deck, if for some reason you can't get Clash of Worlds and play it to recruit your 6-drop Captain America, because for an example, let's say you have a 4-drop Captain America out on the field and you don't have Clash of Worlds, Ares is kind of a good backup card, so you don't have to KO your 4-drop Captain America, because obviously if you recruit a character that is unique for the turn, you have to KO the other copy of it when it comes into play. So if you don't have Clash of Worlds by turn 6 and you recruit the Captain America Living Legend, your Captain America Champion license is going to hit the KO pile, so you're going to be down a character essentially. And so that'll conclude it for this deck profile video, the Iron Captain. So let me know what you guys think about this deck, and let me know if there's any changes that you would make to it, or if there's something that you would maybe take out a plot twist card, or maybe there's a character that I'm missing out of this deck that you think would go better. And that about do it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Versus System TCG content. And I guess that's about it, and we will see you all next time.